Generic greetings and welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies once again. Today's beverage is very, very refreshing. It is a peach and raspberry cordial with a bit of ice in because it's quite warm today, so very, very nice and refreshing. So, the 10k tank. Someone suggested this in one of the previous videos comments, and that's what we're going to make now. Let's go over to design and fight, and we're going to go to the landship editor, and we're going to make a tank that is worth as close to as damn it 10k. We might not get exactly on 10,000 points, but we're going to get as close as we can. So we want to go for large tracks. In fact, we'll probably have two sets of them because, well, I think it'll just be worth it. And then in between the two, we'll probably put a... Firepoint maybe? No, because Firepoint you can't go up and down, although... Do you need to go up and down? Probably. Hang on. What I'll do is I'll move that and put that in there. And there. No. Yeah, there be fine. And then we'll put that in there. And then we can have in basic. Where is it? Corridor. Straight up. Okay, so how we're going to make this viable? Well, currently it's very, very long. So what can we do to give this an edge? Well, I think lots of guns is always the way forward. But what type of guns? In terms of weapons, you've got aerial torpedoes, you've got acid spitters. I want to make something that... Well, normally I make something that everybody can make, so you don't have to have specific technology, although I do fancy making something with a real load of torpedoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yes. 11, 12. I think if one of those blows up, it's going to be a bit of a chain reaction, isn't it? Yeah, perhaps that's not a good idea. Instead, then, we'll do the same with cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're staggering them just because it looks slightly better. And only slightly. So, we will put between the two of these, we'll probably put some fire doors. Like that. And then the ammo will go behind. Like that. The ammo is going to be inside there. So we want resources. Ammo store. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we'll put some separation in there, like that. Get rid of those for now. And there we are. Right. So that is the front. It's actually quite cheap for the size of this thing and all. I'm surprised just how cheap this thing is. Okay, so there's that put in. What else don't we have? Well, we don't have 10k. This is a lot of money for what we're going to get here. So at the moment, we are vulnerable to boarding. We're vulnerable to... Oh, actually, let me just go to armor and say, where is it? Is it just steel armor? Fill. Although steel armor and steel... No, we'll go with steel armor. Okay. So, yeah, it's nice and reinforced there, but it's vulnerable to boarding, it's vulnerable to things going above it, and all of that is a problem. So what can we do about that? Well, if we wanted to, we could make this a carrier and have like loads of hussar bays on it. That wouldn't be a terrible idea, I don't think. Although, I don't know. Let's go for a fire point, and we'll put a fire point in... Actually, let's put a machine shop in first. Put a machine shop in the mid-ground. Probably there. Machine shop can go there. No, there. Because then you can go directly straight up, you see. Yeah, that's fine. And one of a fire point. 2, 4, 6... there, because coal is going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 will hang a bit out the back. Not that it matters. And we'll connect up like that, and then you can walk that way. Oh no, you can't because... Oh no, you can. There we go. Excellent. So, that's all the coal in there. We might as well put one there as well. Then we'll sort of connect that up. And then in this area, we can have, if we want to, a reinforced supply hatch. And because of that, we want to make sure we're not vulnerable to boarding. So we'll say troops and a marine barracks, which we'll put right next to it. And then just above that, we'll have a guard post. We'll have 3 guard posts, actually. Why not? Actually, no, because they're... Yeah, we'll have 3 guard posts. Why not? Why not? We'll still need more supply hatches, so we'll probably put them around the back there. But so far, there's our vehicle. It is garbage, but it is in existence, at least in some form. So we need now a way to take out things that fly overhead, and we also need a way to move the thing and power it. Well, it's currently powered, but it's not under any command. So what I'll do is I will get quarters, and as always, we're just going to dump the quarters right across here. Because we can. At the back, we're not going to have any there. Current quarters are... How does it say? They've changed the top here. Or he's changed the top. Where is it? It says recommended crew 48, and we've got... 48 what we got. 42 is recommended. I reckon we're going to need double the amount of crew. Just because of the size of this thing that it's probably going to be. Let's put another supply hatch in there, because that's, I think, where we're going to have it. And I think aircraft... I like the idea of hussar bays. Problem is this is in the way. This thing. If I get rid of those for now, put that in... You know, a better idea, because these are more versatile. Do that, and do that. Yeah, and then we can put these in like so if we need to. Right, then walkways. And that gap can be filled with something. I'll see later on. Or would it be best to do that? That's probably better. Yeah. And then that goes in. I mean, realistically, if we get boarded, we're fairly knacked anyway. There's decent boarding separation. Strangely, when you get rid of these, it looks like it's been destroyed. There we go. So, 108 max 120. So, aircraft. Hussar bays. I could just fill the back. It's starting to get costly though, isn't it? But that's an awesome carrier. That is an awesome carrier. I like that. I mean, it's ugly as sin, but it's cool. Right, let's get rid of that. What we'll do, we'll get in... We do need it. We got repair bay. We haven't got any sick bay, so a sick bay can go in there, and a bridge can go in there because there's no explosion around. There's no thing around here for explosion, I believe. So if we say explosion damage, yeah, it's all at the front. That's fine then. So pathing, what we'll do is, as always, we'll have a crow nest. Oh, that's nice. Over there, crow's nest. It is a common item. Actually, hussar bays, are they? No, you can have hussar bays. That's fine. He's got bombers as well. Wow. Now that's the carrier, isn't it? That's the beast. I like that. Oh, we could fit one on the front as well. If we did that. Oh, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? If it fits. Yeah, we'll put in that one. Right, so put that in. What else do we need? Boarding, yes. Oh, there's weapons. Flak. I think so. I think flak's going to be the way forward. Let me have a sip of beverage on. Oh, that's so nice on a warm day like this. Okay, so flak cannon. We could do that. It is probably a terrible idea. We're just going to have our more stores below it, you see. 4. What I'll do, I'll try and give it a little bit of definition by doing that. And then... Don't really need them ones there. Yeah, it's just a cube. I'm terrible at making designs that look good or indeed function or work or are of any use to anyone ever. So, there's that. We've got a bit more coal to go in, so we want probably explosion. Do you want? Yeah, we want that. Because it's going to be ammo store, you see. So, resources, small ammo store. Ah, there's no walkway up. Darn it. Right. Probably then. Do this. Have multiple ways up. I think that's probably the way forward. Split them into banks of 2. Maybe split them into banks of 2. And then it means you've got decent walkway. Like that. Yeah, that seems to work out. Apart from at the back. But we can do that. Right. So... sort of curve that way. Currently on 8,645. We are not undercrewed. We're overcrewed by a fair bit. Haven't got a fire point up the top here, so that's something we need to sort out. Probably get rid of a Hussar Bay to do that. But a fire point around here would certainly be useful. Like that. Actually, the main problem is it's not near the front. Yeah, that's a weakness. I didn't anticipate that. Okay. What we could do, probably a bad plan. Almost certainly a bad plan. Where is the walkway on this? Down. Damn it, you can't go up past it, can you? I was going to put fire points behind these. There is another way. And it might look drastic, but it's not a terrible redesign. It's not a massive redesign. We're just gonna have to, alter the entire front end, but it's not terrible. It's not a huge redesign or anything. In fact, it's actually better in some ways because it gives us access to the bottom easier. And maybe that's the call. So all I've done, I've just artificially lengthened it by 1. Connected it back up and then fire points going like that. So you've still got the explosion separation. And you've now got fire points all over the place. I can probably get rid of that. Because I can just walk along this corridor. Put the Hussar Bay back in, I think. I mean, we're still well underpointed for the site for what we were going for. Originally, we were going to go for 10k. There is another option, and it's something that I've always wanted to try and never have done. What we do is we have a trailer, and we don't have anything on it other than just like aircraft or something. Like Hussar Bays or something like that. Oh, we could have aircraft. Or triplanes? No. Or like a bomb bay? Do I want the bomber on the front? Or do I want to put the bomber on the back? Double bomber. So it's like towing the bomber, towing the bombers along. I like that. That looks so cool. And garbage at the same time. And that's... Oh, and a bomber on the front would make it 9936. But we don't have anything really to take out aircraft. Properly, I mean. Biplane would be good. That would make it a little bit... overpointed. So what can we do? If we put that on, that's heavily reduced structural integrity due to weight. Do you want that? Or do you want a triplane? Oh, 2 of those will take it to what, 1,036. So what can we get rid of that's going to be cheap? Hang on. We're getting close. Damn it! Okay, them corridors there. No. What can we get rid of? Because we want to make it exact. $997. Right, what's a point? Wooden supply hatch. Oh, we're 1 point off. We need 3. We need something worth 3 points. And with a deck. A deck is 3 points. There we go. We have made the 10k tank. Okay. It is called $10K. It's the 10k. Armor on. Carrying that, yes. Save design. This is silly. But you know what? I really want to see if it works. Right, so look at these all bling. They're shiny buttons. Nice. So a land ship. What? What? Oh, darn it. It's not. Doesn't work. Hang on then. I've got a problem. Open design. 10k. Ship's modules are not all mutually accessible. What? What's not mutually accessible? Please state which ones. Pathing. Oh, this one here. Right. Okay. Oh, that should be okay then. Get rid of that. Put it there. Oh no, because you can't. Is that it? Hang on then. There's that connected up. Like that, yeah. And then a strut. Not that it matters. Strut there. Right. Now it's sorted. Save design. Save. Overwrite. Okay. Right, let's try this. I bet it breaks in like the first hit. So, land ship. The 10k. Obviously, we're going to put it as far back as possible. There. That's just going to crush down and break itself. But we don't really have much of a choice. Edit landscape. We're just going to have to get rid of this tree. Just so we can fit the thing in. Okay. Move that back to there. No edit landscape. Is that one block? Is that one suspendium block? No, it's soil. I don't know what that's doing there. I might... Oh, I've placed it myself. Right. So, there's that in there. So, how are we going to... Well, what are we going to put against this? Well, if we go to... building. Got things like the white lookout. Yeah, I mean, that's standard stuff. Which is... It's just broken anyway. It's just really, really rock hard. We'll say airship. We've got botflies. Got the generic carrier. Got the ram, which never worked. The bombard, which was okay. Let's try a couple of bombards. That's 1, 2. We'll say airship. We've got the ant, which was just a big gun. 1, 2, 3. It's already overpointed. Okay. 9, 9, 16. That's close enough, and we're at exactly 10k. Okay, are you ready? There we go. Gonna get this on rapid fire, quite frankly. So there's hussars launching. There's the bombers launching. And it is eating this thing alive. Wow, that's a lot of damage. And there's the bombs. Right, so ooh, there's a bit of fire there. So it looks like the hussars are going back and forward, back and forward. We are targeting this same one here. As I said, rapid fire, just to get the shots out. Get the shots out quickly, because I think the more explosions is gonna wreck us there. They are sitting at the back, just bombarding, as one might expect. Looks like this one is now finished, so I think we're going to stop firing against that. We'll fire against the one behind it there. So as you can see, the hussars are doing a marvellous job, actually, at taking things out. So this thing is getting absolutely plastered. We've also got the biplanes and the bombers going back and forward. The reason why they're doing so well is there's currently nothing for them to really have any problems with when it comes to, like, the anti... oh, they're going to fly over the top and get flaked to death. There you go, well done. And then it's landed on the back. Oh, it's going to... No, don't take the trailer out. Anyway, yeah, they're doing so well because they don't have anything that can shoot them down, because they've all got big stuff. And anything that can shoot them down is on the top of that vehicle. Now, these have started to move because they've realised that the front has just fallen off my vessel here, which is suboptimal. There's lots of secondary explosions and it's all going up. But it's still not over. Okay, it might be over now. Right, well, we've lightened the load somewhat, which is always good. We still have some flak guns, so we are going to go forward, see if we can take these out. The hussars are doing great, and more importantly, actually, we can still control this. So we can actually say attack, and we'll say attack that, and the hussars will take those orders and hopefully follow through on it. So this is good. It looks like the big cannon's gone, so that is now... And now that is now completely unarmed. So we can say attack that thing there. So there's only this thing left. Now, we do have biplanes and bombers. Obviously, the bombers and the biplanes can easily get shot down by the flak. But if we get a couple of decent hits on the top, then that's going to be good. They also have some rifles there, so they can shoot that way. As you can see, the rifles are now outgoing, and they are shooting the hussars, but the hussars are getting close. And, oh, yeah, one's just crashed into the side of it. Yeah, we're taking lots of damage there, but we are now on the top there, and damage is going out. Yeah, the hussars are getting absolutely plastered. Hussars are getting absolutely wrecked. Okay, okay. Looks like we've only got the one bomber left. Yeah, I think we've lost it. That's a shame. Yeah. And there goes the bomber, and boom, it's out. So, I've got... Well, not a lot left. Yeah, I think we've lost that one. Okay, right. You know what, though? That was not as bad as I thought. Okay. I honestly thought that the 10K would get absolutely annihilated in the first volley, really, and it didn't. It didn't. It kept there. So, add airship. Let's put a bomber or two in, actually. Yeah, 1, 2. We'll actually move them down just so I can see the numbers. Land ship. Don't think I want to put any of those in. Although, they do have a Titan. 9335 and the 10K. Yeah, that's about right. Let's start the fight then. And obviously we crush all of this straight away. And actually crush some of the land, which is interesting. I'm going to go for aimed fire on this one. So we're going to have several shots going out and up, as you can see, to the bomber. In fact, that's doing really good work, actually. A lot of shots going out towards the Titan there. What I'm probably going to do is order them to target the bombers first, because the bombers are quite vulnerable, and also, more importantly, if we use our hussars to attack the Titan, they're going to get taken out by the flak and the smaller guns. Looks like the back end's just been chiseled off by the bomber getting split in half and dropping onto us. We've also lost all propulsion now. So that's all kinds of bad. But the hussars are still attacking. And looks like the bomber is going to land on top of me. Yeah. Okay. We're getting crushed again. This is the structural integrity thing. It's the structural integrity that's messing us up, I think. And that's probably going to be another loss. Darn it. Yes, defeat. Okay, one more fight at night as well. So we'll say land ship, the 10k. Put the 10k back there. And we'll say land ship, the Titan. There we go. Airship. We haven't had generic carriers yet. So 1, 2. And airship. The Lank was useless. The ram? No, maybe not. Although it was useful, that ram. We tried it before. We used it to take out buildings. The bomber, the bombard. Probably the... Or the ant. No, the bombard, I think. We'll put a bombard in. I'll have to get rid of one of those. They're 378 points more than me, so that's fine. So we'll start that up. Gonna go on aim fire. And we will... Well, what are we going to target? They're out, look. There you go. Shots out. Planes out. Sun's out, guns out. Looks like the generic carrier is getting absolutely hammered. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We will fight the Titan, I think. Looks like we've had a problem at the back. The trailer's snapped off. Or the trailer's propulsion snapped off, but we've still got the rest of it. Hussars are going forward. Bombers are out as well. Taking on the Titan. Got some holes in the Titan there. Let's have an outside view of this thing. Yeah, it's there. We've got some problem with fire. We can't put fire around here, so redesign. I'd probably put a fire point in the middle of this one. But I think we're also very reliant on these Hussars. The Hussars are stupidly powerful if the enemy has got nothing to take them out. I mean, one could argue that from any weapon in the game and system, but especially the way that, it's implemented, only small arms and flak and stuff can take out these things. Actually, that's not true. Miniguns can take them out as well. But when this thing's got 1, 2, 3, 4 flak left, and that's it, we can still hit them. You can see the Hussars are coming back now. Hussars are coming back to board up and fuel up. As you can see, they're coming back. They get in there, they take fuel and all that sort of thing. Yeah, the problem actually is not that we haven't got water there. It's that we can't walk up there. So we have to go all the way along and across. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. So still firing away at the Titan. Titan is taking a bit of a pounding. We've got the bombard at the back doing great work as well. I think I am losing this one. It's outside view. Damage isn't too bad. Damage isn't too bad at all. But we are losing weapons. And Hussars. And that's the problem. We've only got a couple left, and the bombers are gone. So it's a straight gunfight now, and quite frankly, he has more than me. Especially now that mine have been taken out. I don't know why, but his don't seem to have taken any damage whatsoever, and yet mine have. Are we using the same armor? I think we are using the same armor. I think I'm getting some secondary explosions. Well, I definitely am at the back, but the front... So I've only got 3 guns. Yet he hasn't got any guns. Sorry, he's got loads of guns left, look, and no secondary explosion. So I don't know. I mean, he just has more guns. 2, 4, 5, 10 guns, plus some small arms. I've got 12 guns, but obviously then he's also got his mate at the back there with 5 guns plus the dorsal and ventral turrets. Darn it. Looks like we've been defeated again. Anyway... That is the 10k. Don't know if it was the design that someone wanted, but it's a design and it's interesting. You know what? I think in the right circumstances this could be all right. It's spread thin. That's the main problem with it. It's that try to do everything. Jack of all trades, master of none. If we come across something that, oh my good grief, if we come across against something that that kills itself. When it drops, that's the main problem. It's just too heavy. It's got huge problems with structural integrity because of the weight, so it just breaks like that. That's the problem with it. Anyway, as I was saying, against something that can't take out the Hussars and stuff, I think job done. It'd be very easy. Oh, someone's been entombed underground. That's not good. I didn't know he was adding mole machines into the game. Sweet. Anyway. Yeah, it's the weight of it. I think it's the weight of it. It just breaks itself. I think that's the main issue with it. The 10k, good idea. Sadly, execution and indeed the reality of it, not so good. I think this is like sort of the biggest you can really aim for without it being very, very compromised. But that has been an interesting design and a good try. Enjoyed that one. If you have any more suggestions for designs, builds, etc., then by all means, drop them in the comments and I'll get to them at some point, hopefully. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.